Ryan, I believe you have a game for us.
Yeah, I do. So we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna kind of mix and match a dream movie. So what we're gonna do is we're each gonna choose a director, a genre, and two actors that you would green light. If you're a movie producer, you're green lighting that movie right away. Okay. Uh, and we're gonna give our pitch. So Noah, would you want to kick us off with your director, genre, and your actors?
Let's do it. Okay. I'm going to go. Should I give you director first or genre first?
Totally up to you.
Okay. I'm giving you director first. My director is Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
If I'm a producer, I want Nolan on this movie. This might seem interesting, but I want a dark comedy. I want a not action wise in terms of like the Tarantino-esque, but that kind of Pulp Fiction-esque dark comedy where the lines are so good and Nolan has a sense of humor. You see him there are jokes in all of his movies. He's so clever, so he could pull that off. The actors in it, I was between one of two for the first one, but I'll say Brad Pitt, who's never worked with Nolan, and Emma Stone. Christopher Nolan is a huge La La Land fan. Huge. He saw it 3 times in the movie theaters. He's seen it a lot of times since. It's one of his favorite movies ever. He definitely deep down wants to work with Emma Stone, I think. So Brad Pitt and Emma Stone. I could tell you if you want my other option instead of Pitt if you want, but that's my official answer is dark comedy, Christopher Nolan, Brad Pitt, Emma Stone.
I think that's great. I really do. And I agree. I think Christopher Nolan can be funny. And I mean, Brad Pitt and Emma Stone in a dark comedy, that's perfect for them, especially Emma Stone with what she's been doing lately. In a world of buying or selling, I am buying that for sure. Yeah. And I kind of have something else to say about it, but I'll tell mine first because it's going to kind of tie in a little bit. So
go for it.
For me, I have a Quentin Tarantino movie, right? And I want a Quentin Tarantino horror film with Timothée Chalamet, who he has not worked with. And I want to throw Sadie Sink in there. We talked about Stranger Things a bunch.
Sure.
I want to throw Sadie Sink in there. I have a few reasons for this pick. I'll start with the Tarantino and horror thing. A lot of Quentin Tarantino's movies are kind of within the same genre, right? And honestly, I also think Nolan, this is why I said let's wait a little, kind of teeters in the same genre a little bit. So I like that we're kind of breaking their genres a little bit, testing their limits in this scenario, right? But I actually think that Quentin Tarantino's directing style and writing style serves itself extremely well for a horror movie, right? If you think about movies like Glorious Bastards, right? You think about the beginning of that, right? The intro scene, one of the best scenes ever in cinematic history. That is filled with so much tension. All of his scenes have so much tension. So what is a horror movie is all tension. So what if Quentin Tarantino just tweaked his movies a little bit, leaned a little bit more into that, whether it's something a little scarier or gorier, dark. He's gory enough. That's he is. He's dark too, but you know what I mean. A little bit more horror elements, a little bit more maybe pathological in a way, but has that same type of tension that movies like Django and Pulp Fiction and Inglourious Basterds have. I think Quentin Tarantino's film style would serve himself perfectly for a horror movie, especially when horror is now at a point where it's becoming a little bit elevated. It's not your cheesy horror comedy movies now. We have things like Get Out. We have things like Weapons. We have all these really, really cinematic movies. And I would love to see Tarantino make a horror film. As for that, my Timothée Chalamet answer is very similar to your Emma Stone. He has not worked with Tarantino yet, right? Yeah, no Chalamet, Tarantino crossover. Would love to see what one of the best directors does with the best actor of our generation, especially because Tarantino only has one movie left he's making. So assuming this is his last movie, it's kind of the only chance you get for a Tarantino Chalamet collab. And then I want to pull a dark horse out of there. I'm a huge Sadie Sink fan. She's probably my favorite actress out of that entire. I think she has the most potential for like future success out of the entire Stranger Things cast. And honestly, Tarantino has a record of really making stars out of his movie, right? Austin Butler got a big film start in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Same with Mikey Madison. He can really elevate Sadie Sink to that next level. And yeah, I think she'd be a great on-screen partner with Chalamet as well. So, horror film. Also, Chalamet in a horror film. Come on, he'd act his ass off. That's sick.
I mean, the question is, has Sadie Sink shown her feet before, and is she prepared to do so?
Ooh. She might have to. It might be Chalamet's feet. I don't know.
It might. It's usually the woman, but it might be.
Oh, didn't Tarantino put his own feet in it once?
Probably.
Anyway, what if the movie's called like the feet murder the foot masseuse, and it's about a murderous, evil horror killing?
I think maybe you should have stopped at the director, genre, and two actors. I think that was good. I think someone else can do the title.
Okay.
I like yours. I like yours a lot. I think buying that for sure. Well, okay. If it wasn't Tarantino, I wouldn't be buying it because, like I said, don't like horror movies in general. But I'm not going to pass up seeing a Tarantino movie because
his style, kind of the tension. Imagine just altering that a little bit to be a little more sinister. That's kind of the word I was. A little more sinister.
Yeah, I could see it. I 100% see it. Do you want to hear my other actor besides Pitt? I was considering. I want to see your take on this.
Yeah. Let me hear.
I was thinking maybe Anthony Mackie to go along with Emma Stone. Maybe, because the way I see it, I could tell you might not like it, but the way I see it, he's been big time. He was in the Hurt Locker in 2009. He was in 8 Mile. He lost the rap battle in dramatic fashion, I might add. And then now he's been in Marvel movies for a decade. He's going to be the lead Avenger, kind of maybe in the next Avengers movie, in a way. I feel like the next step might be a Nolan movie. Maybe. I don't know. I was thinking maybe that's possible. You know what? I'll stick with my Pitt answer, but I think Anthony Mackie is super cool, and I think he can make anything work.
I like your Pitt answer better, but yeah, I can't hate on Anthony Mackie. I think Anthony Mackie's great, especially if Brad Pitt's freaking hilarious, but especially if we're talking about like a comedy to a degree. I think Anthony Mackie serves himself perfectly to have that little bit of comedic and then also turn it on and be super serious. Yeah, I would also buy a Nolan Anthony Mackie movie and give him that prestige film where he has a chance at an Oscar and maybe to take that next level in his career. So yeah, I'd also buy that. Man.
Awesome. We're both buying what the other one's putting down.